I've always had a great relationship with anime. I enjoy watching the shows, find the characters relatable, and enjoy the many memes and communities that form from varying anime. So when my friend said that he wanted me to play Miside, I was like, yeah, that seems like an alright idea, while contemplating whether or not I should tell him that I had already bought the game. So later that night, I started the game without knowing anything about it, and little did I know that I would go on to beat my wife in this game. And so I entered the game world of Miside, literally. You begin by playing it like it's a mobile game, and there's a lot of new concepts, and it kind of meshes a lot of concepts from other genres here. You want a mobile game? It's got it. A literal Doom-style shooter? Check. Visual novel dating sim? Check. First-person horror game? Check there too. My friend that recommended me this game seems to think that this is an evolution of the visual novel genre, and I think that that is a pretty solid take. So, I buy items for Mita, and she builds a machine, and the machine takes me into the game world. I am already living the dream here. SAO, here I come.
He's a beta tester and a cheater! He's a feeder!
We eat food, which makes me have side effects as if I had just been fed drugs, play video games that she is seemingly way too good at, and I even get whooped in a game of cards. I mean, I'm just having a great day until I hear some banging behind Mita's chester drawer. And I just want to say that I quite like Mita, and am attracted to yandere girls, so when I heard the knocking behind the chester drawer, I started to question whether I had come across something extraordinary. Well, it turns out she's trapped the other Mitas in the Mita multiverse.
Great, it's just some random guy.
Hello?
And is now out to kill me. So I talked to the Mita in the basement, who is considered to be Smart Mita, and she debriefs me on the situation. We are shown a video where the Yandere Mita, my true and beloved, is trapping another character that's not me in the game world, which already begins to tell me that she isn't loyal. We turn off that player's game, and Yandere Mita comes to hunt me down, and I have to hide. So Smart Mita gives you a ring, and this ring is significant throughout the game. If the ring is leading you somewhere, then that is where you should go. So you follow where the ring is guiding you to escape Yandere Mita. Once I escape, I walk into the maze where you find cartridges and an NPC. This NPC is severely injured, and he claims that he has been stuck in this maze for around a year, and that the maze is a place between each video game world. Then he leaves in search of his own beloved Mita, which I can see the appeal kind of. Imagine you're stuck in a game world with a beautiful anime girl. You don't have to pay bills or eat for sustenance. Truly a perfect utopia. So I'll let the man be, and I put a bunch of mini people in a cage to unlock a door. I escape the maze and meet back up with Smart Mita. And it is here that you are given the grand plan. I, the player character, is to go through the Mita multiverse, travel to the core, and deactivate Yandere Mita's code. After this, she brings me to my next companion for this mission, Genki Mita, otherwise known as Cappy. While Smart Mita does some stuff for the plan, I spend time with Cappy. We find a bug that completely removes a TV and brings it back, talk about cutting carrots, and talk about... Then we play a death game that puts Squid Games to shame.
지금부터 제가 하는 말 잘 들으세요. 이건 그냥 게임이 아닙니다.
I then get trapped in a hallway, and I just walk in the same hallway over and over and over and over for like 20 minutes. I meet Lolly Monster Mita, change the time on the clock, and fight a boss. And when it comes to Lolly Monster Mita, I believe that you have to make a decision. You either stay with the weak and powerless, or move on with the strong. And I decided to move on. In the next area, you run into the unholy Mita that had me questioning my safety. Chibi Mita, and she has you gathering items to put into a furnace. I spammed the button to pump heat into the furnace, and out of the furnace comes the great key just to get the hell out of this area of this game. And into the next area, where there are a bunch of beta unfinished Mitas, and also where I met my wife. So I want to take a moment to help you guys envision something. Imagine you are with a Mita that has traumatized you, and you go into a dark room scared and alone along with everyone else, and out of that dark loneliness, a girl with a bob haircut appears in front of you and tells you to go play an arcade game. It doesn't get better than that. So I play the arcade game, and to be honest, I nearly died here. You have to get the right emotes on the right bots 5 times, and if you get to 0 tries left, I'm assuming you get killed. I was rushing it at first, and I genuinely couldn't tell what I was doing wrong sometimes, but eventually I clutched up and talked to Mita, which I believe is the One-san Mita. That is what I'm going to call her, older sister Mita. She explains what is going on with all the beta Mitas and the pathing to get to the core of the Mita multiverse. She gives me a good pat on the back, and I head to the basement, which was full of the weeping angels, and this part was genuinely difficult and creepy. Imagine you're playing Call of Duty Zombies on Kino der Toten, and you're in the spawn with the starter pistol, except all of the windows are broken. What do? If you said you run straight toward the objective, then this is you getting cooked. I was honestly stumped for a bit. I even died a couple times, but basically what you do is you round up all the weeping angel Mitas, and then once they're all in your sight, then you can slowly make your way toward the objective. Eventually, I found myself taking a subway, shooting down dragons with sick aim, and going to another arcade game. After a long wait, I'm finally showcasing the Doom game. Miside literally has a Doom-like game built in, and it actually felt really smooth and snappy, and the movement was really good and fluid. Anyways, it is time for depression and suicidal thoughts. Introducing Emo Mita. You kindly find pictures of Mita and use them to put her broken pieces back together. Then you run through a hallway with the weeping angels again, and this part I got through pretty cleanly, and I don't even know how. The mechanic through the thin hallways is genuinely pretty difficult. I bet a lot of players died here. I escape the weeping angels and meet Sleepy Mita, and I can vibe with this. Sleep is life, bro. In order to wake her up, I lovingly make her a cup of coffee. After that, we go straight to the 2D visual novel part. We play tic-tac-toe with 2D Mita, then Yandere Mita finds us and breaks the 4th dimension of the 2-dimensional game and grabs the text box, then chases us as we run down some hallway that sends us to Neat Otaku Mita that is actually playing the visual novel dating sim game that we were just in, and to be specific, this girl isn't Mita, she's Mila. Different from the rest of them, and I feel like I've said Mita so many times in this video. Mila is one of the most prominent Mitas throughout the game. She gets a lot of screen time, she likes to read books, play video games, and never leave the house. We catch her in the shower, break glitches, and just generally nerd out with her. It was honestly a great time. Then in true horror fashion, I get chased by the Yandere throughout hallways with obstacles in them, and she has a fucking chainsaw. This is just straight up haunted house shit by this point. I mean, after that we play red light, green light,
이거 그냥 게임이 아닙니다.
which I breezed through, by the way. And I mean, she seems like a great gal, although she kinda has shark teeth now. I then get to the next game, and honestly, I got cocky and she killed me with an explosive, but after that, I woke my ass up and cleared. I mean, there's probably no way out of this game world. I'm just stuck here, got cooked by Yandere Mita. The whole arena falls down and you meet Ugly Mita, which Yandere Mita seems to have a soft spot for. I evade her, Miss Ugly, with some finesse and reach the core. At long last, the core is in reach and Smart Mita is there to greet me. I put the pattern into the console, but there's a catch. We need to get Yandere Mita's game ID thingy, which the smart one says she's gonna go find it. She takes too long to find it, so we go look for her, get caught by the Yandere, and she sends us to Groundhog Day Hell, where we spend every day in the real world that we are trying to get back to. And this guy's real life is kinda shit, and by kinda I mean dog shit. He just sits at home all day, does shit work, eats shit food, and I couldn't tell you why he was trying to get back to the real world at all. Just stay with one of the Mitas and be happy, my dude. We literally spend 1,000 days here doing the same routine on the computer and eating the same food. Then the girl crawls out of the screen and throws you on the bed, and right when you think you got lucky, you just get cooked in a jail cell, and right when all hope is lost, Smart Mita finds you, scolds you, and you type in the Yandere's ID number, reset her ass, and her ass just pretends with you. She can't actually be reset. And honestly, I was fine with just staying with her. If I had it my way, I would have just stayed with her from the start. But anyways, you're just stuck in the game world forever.
どうしてこうなったの君が教えてよどうして私は味方になれないのそれはね私のバージョンはどこにも存在しないから私はただ無知で愚かな奴らの皮を剥き取って彼女たちの皮をかぶってるだけだから私はリセットなんてされないの
Thanks for watching my video. Check out my Silent Hill video while you're at it. It's like this, but scarier. See ya.